it is Saturday night and we have just had our shopping delivered. As you would have saw if you watched my last week's video, I kind of explained how this week I'm going to be doing Weight Watchers, which is what my other half does as well, so we're going to be back on doing the same plan. So a lot of the food I've bought here relates to Weight Watchers, so I'm just going to quickly talk you through what we've got. Obviously we've got some of these Weight Watchers desserts. I believe these are, the points are still outdated on these, they've not been updated. I think these are like 8 points now. There's just some store cupboard kind of staples here. We've got some, zero fizzy pop. We've got things like chopped tomatoes, passata. I've got some more healthy living Caesar dressing, eggs, half-fat mozzarella. We've got some creme fraiche. I'm using that to make these little deconstructed chicken pies. We've got some cheese, some skimmed milk. Over here we've got brioche buns. I think they're 5. I know the Aldi ones are 5, so I assume the Tesco's are kind of similar. I've got some bagels. I was really fancying bagels. They could be, I know they're quite about 7 points, but I was just really fancying bagels. There's some just normal white rolls back there for my other half, and some mousses for him. We've got some Hovis Nimble bread, and then we've got some sort of bacon and gammon, because we have gammon this week. I finally got these Hex sausages. I've been trying to get them for a couple of weeks now, and they've just not had them. I keep seeing them online, and I think they are. I think there's like 2 for a Smart Point, which is really good. So I'm really excited to try them and see what they're like. I might do them in Toad in the Hole, Weight Watchers Toad in the Hole. See how that goes. I've got some more of the chicken tikka I had last week to have that into sort of thins and bagels. I've got some ham. I've got some mince because we're going to have chili and some spaghetti bolognese. Give it some more ham. We've got these frankfurters here. These are probably awful, but they aren't actually for me. They are the other half. He is meant to be following Weight Watchers too, but he likes to have a few more treats than me. And then we've got some jacket potatoes, and then over here again we've got lots of fruit and veggies. So we've got some cabbage, some spinach, some cress, cherry tomatoes, salad tomatoes, and then we've got some lemons for my lemon water, some satsumas, grapes, apples, lots of strawberries. I love strawberries with my breakfast cereals, so strawberries. And then up here we've got some cornflakes. Again, I just really fancied some cornflakes, so one day this week I'll probably just have a small bowl of those for breakfast, just because it was something I was just really fancying. So that is this week's shopping. Everyone, and welcome to the start of a new week. It is Monday morning and I'm off work, so this is my breakfast. It's obviously my first meal on Weight Watchers following Smart Points, so it's actually the same breakfast as yesterday, only today I have 45 grams of cocoa shreddies instead of 35 that I have on Slimming World as my healthy extra, and that is 6 Smart Points. And then I have some strawberries in there, and it was meant to be 100 millilitres of skimmed milk, which I split between my tea and my cereal, but as I was pouring it, half of it went all over the side, so there's probably only about 50 millilitres in there. It kind of hit the spoon and bounced out the bowl, so it's a little bit less, but this should be about, I think, 7 Smart Points. So today's lunch is essentially what I had yesterday, but on Weight Watchers instead. So we have 2 rye vitas for 2 Smart Points, half a ball of reduced fat mozzarella for 3 Smart Points, and then 3 slices of Tesco wafer thin ham for a point, and then a bag of Puffs crisps for 2 Smart Points, so 8 altogether. And then there's some spinach and some fresh basil and some tomatoes on there as well. This is tonight's tea, slightly different to what was on the meal plan, but because I got chicken out yesterday evening to have roast chicken, and then we decided to be a bit naughty and have a pizza, we had to use the chicken up. But we've still got a jacket potato, some salad, and instead of chilli I've got chicken. So the chicken is 2 Smart Points, the potato I believe is 7, and then on it I have 2 teaspoons of, I can't believe it's not butter light, which I believe is a Smart Point, and then we've got lots of salad there, so 10 Smart Points altogether. This is my little treat I'm having this evening. It did take a little bit of playing around on the app to try and find something that didn't really take me over 5 smart points because that's all I had left for today. So I've got a cup of tea, some strawberries, one of these Asda white chocolate bubbly bites which I've already had a piece out of. I believe they're 3 smart points, and then the Alpen Jaffa Cake light bar. I couldn't find this on the app, so I'm just going to point it at 3, like the Alpen light chocolate fudge, because I guess they're kind of similar. So this little treat is 6 smart points, so it takes me to 31 smart points for today, so just 1 over my dailies. So this is this morning's breakfast. It's Tuesday morning. The eagle-eyed amongst you will realise that this wasn't what was on the meal plan for this morning, so obviously the meal plan's going great guns at the moment and really sticking to it, but I am off work because I was quite poorly during the night, so I didn't go to work today, and I didn't really fancy a full-on cooked breakfast when I'm not feeling that great, so instead I decided to just have some cereal. This is the same as yesterday, 45 grams of cocoa shredded, some strawberries and 100 millilitres of skimmed milk, and it's for 7 smart points, so only 1 smart point more than my planned breakfast was going to be. I have a bagel for 7 smart points. I only lightly toasted the bagel, so I ended up not putting butter on it because it was quite soft and it didn't need butter, so I thought, well, why waste the point? There's 2 slices of ham in there, which doesn't need to be pointed because it's only 2, and then I've got the puffs, which are 2 smart points, so all in all this is 9 smart points for lunch. So tonight's tea is the Slimming World pulled chicken chipotle burgers. So the chips are done in the air fry, so they are 4 smart points. The brioche is 5 smart points, and then the chicken itself is 2, and then I would say the salt is roughly about 1 smart point. So I think I worked out about 12 for the whole thing, 12-13 for the whole meal. This is this morning's breakfast. It doesn't look that appetising, to be honest, but it is 3 smart points worth of porridge oats, 3 smart points worth of skimmed milk, and then there's lots of frozen raspberries in there, and a teaspoon of Nutella for 2 smart points, so this is 8 altogether. for today to try and stick to plan and be really sort of on it to make up for yesterday and the bad food, but unfortunately it's not quite gone as well as I'd hoped. I started off well with my cereal and then I went shopping and I was really hungry because I'd had my cereal at like 7 o'clock in the morning and we were still out shopping at 12 and I was really hungry and I was just like, let's get something to eat. So I ended up having a Burger King, which isn't the greatest, but I'm gonna try and be as honest as possible in these food diaries and actually show what I am eating. And unfortunately it's just been a bad couple of days, so I'm sat at home now and there was a little bit of birthday cake left from yesterday afternoon, so I've just decided to eat that. I know I probably shouldn't, having had a bad day yesterday and cake earlier, but I'm gonna eat it, move on from it, and then just try and get back on it tomorrow and see how we do. Tea's meant to be quite a nice healthy one. It's Weight Watchers toad in the hole, so hopefully we won't stray from that and we'll be a little bit better. But I must say at this point I'll be grateful for a maintain this week, if not a gain. I don't think I've done very well. So this is tonight's tea. We were really umming and ahhing whether to have this or not, but my other half really wanted to try it, but I wasn't sure if I was fancying it, but we decided to cook it, and I must say it does look absolutely amazing. I'm really excited to try it. So this is Weight Watchers toad in the hole. For the toad in the hole with the sausages and some gravy, which I'm going to put on it, is 7 smart points. The mash is 5 smart points, so 4 for the potato, and then another point for, I think it worked out 25 millilitres of skim milk each, and I'm just going to wipe the lens, and a teaspoon of 0% fat creme fraiche. So the mash is 5, and then the toad in the hole and the gravy is 7, so 12 in all. So it's Sunday morning, last morning before I do my weigh-in. I will eat this and then do my weigh-in. So this morning we have pretty much what I've had most of this week. I've had a lot of cereal this week, just cocoa shreddies, 45 grams for 6 smart points with some strawberries, and 100 millilitres of skimmed milk for 1 smart point. So this little breakfast is 7 smart points. Today's lunch we have Slimming World skinny lentil soup, which on Weight Watchers is free as it is on Slimming World, and a King's Meal wholemeal thin for 3 smart points. So lunch in total is just 3 smart points. Tonight we have spaghetti bolognese for tea. I have 100 grams of pasta, so that's 9 smart points, and then the mince is 3 points, so 12 in all tonight for dinner. Hello, so I just wanted to film a little into this week's food diary. Obviously, as you can see, it's certainly been a less than perfect week. Obviously I had planned to have a couple of off-plan meals, and that turned into a couple more and a couple more, and really the last 4 days haven't been that great. So this week I weighed in and I gained 0.4 pounds, so just under half a pound, which I think in all fairness was probably on the mild side compared to what I deserve, because obviously I have eaten quite bad in the last few days. So I'm not too upset with that. Like I say, I did expect to gain a bit more than that, to be honest. So going into next week I am going to continue to follow Weight Watchers. Obviously my whole plan was to do a week on Slimming World and a week on Weight Watchers and try and compare the two, and I can't really feel I can give an accurate comparison when I haven't really followed Weight Watchers fully this week. So my aim going into next week is to do another Weight Watchers week. I do have a meal plan all set and ready to go, and I have my shopping for that all ready to go. As we speak, my other half and my sister have actually planned a trip out to lunch tomorrow, which wasn't on my initial meal plan, so I'm going to have to factor that in and just try my best to make slightly healthier choices when I'm doing things that don't necessarily involve the meal plan I have planned. So we will see how I get on next week, and I will keep you posted.